A Venus flytrap plant can snap its jaws shut in less than a second to catch a fly. A hawk can spot a mouse from over a mile away. An octopus can change the color of its skin in an instant. Every plant and animal has special structures that help it survive. All of these structures serve a purpose and are specifically designed for the organism's unique environment. Today, we're going to explore some of the coolest, weirdest, and most incredible plant and animal structures in nature. To practice your skills, you can use the guided video notes while the video plays. Afterwards, you can test your knowledge with the challenge pages, talk about the ideas with the discussion slides, or maybe do some coloring. The link to download all of these resources is in the description. Let's start with plants. We will only be looking at their external parts, as this lesson is only about macroscopic structures. Meet the giant sequoia tree of California. Some are over 3,000 years old and as tall as a 26-story building. So how do they stand so tall without toppling over? These massive trees have root systems that spread out wider than 100 feet in every direction. The roots do two critical jobs. They hold down the tree like giant underground anchors, and they absorb hundreds of gallons of water every single day. Without these roots, this giant would crash to the ground and it wouldn't be able to absorb the water it needs. So how does that water get from the roots up to the leaves that are 26 stories in the air? Just like other plants, trees have stems. Stems work like straws, pulling water up from the roots to the leaves. Stems also have to be sturdy enough to support the tree during storms, and strong enough to support the weight of the plant, like the branches and leaves. Speaking of leaves, in the Amazon rainforest, some leaves are bigger than a dinner table. Why so huge? Well, it's because they're like solar panels. They are designed to capture as much sunlight as possible to help make food for the plant. These leaves are literally feeding the entire plant. But not all leaves are big and flat. Pine trees have needles instead of regular leaves. These needles are actually leaves, just designed differently. They're thin, waxy, and tough, perfect for surviving harsh winters. The needle shape means less surface area for snow to pile up and break branches. That means they can keep making food even in winter when it's cold, but there's still lots of sunlight. Some plants also have thorns for protection. This is a barrel cactus of the Mojave Desert, and it's covered in thousands of sharp spines. In the scorching desert, animals are desperate for water. Those thorns protect the cactus like a fortress. No animal wants to bite into that. But you might have noticed that we missed the most colorful structure of plants, their flowers. Flowers have one main job: reproduction. Flowers are designed to attract other creatures to plants because they need help spreading their pollen and dispersing their seeds. Sunflowers are massive with bright yellow petals that act like a huge sign advertising to bees. Free food here! Other flowers are bright red and shaped like long tubes, perfect for catching the attention of hummingbirds, who have long beaks and tongues to reach the nectar deep inside. Some plants even have flowers that bloom at night to catch the attention of nocturnal pollinators like bats. Each flower's color, shape, and smell is designed to attract specific pollinators. When insects, birds, or bats land to drink nectar, pollen sticks to their bodies. When they visit the next flower, that pollen comes off and pollinates it. Once pollination occurs, seeds are created. That's how plant reproduction happens. And speaking of seeds, check out how these clever plants then spread the seeds. Dandelion seeds have tiny parachutes that let them float miles away on the wind. Maple seeds spin like helicopters as they fall, carrying them far from the parent tree. And some seeds have hooks and burrs that stick to animal fur like Velcro. The seeds are carried away by the animals and dropped in a place where the seed can grow. Getting these seeds spread far and wide means more chances for new plants to grow in new places. Try completing the first section of the guided notes by identifying which plant structure goes with which function. The video will resume in a few moments. Now it's time to talk about animal structures. First, we need to talk about external structures. In a bit, we will check out the structures that exist inside an animal, like its brain and its heart. External structures are the parts of the body that we can see on the outside. First up, eyes. Eyes allow animals to see the world around them. They detect light and let animals see their environment and other creatures. An eagle's eyes are so powerful they can spot their prey from 2 miles away. Owls have huge eyes that let in lots of light, so they can see better at night while they hunt prey. Animals like deer and rabbits have eyes on the sides of their heads. This is so they can watch for predators in almost every direction. Their eyes are designed for survival, not for hunting. Then, there are nature's tools: teeth, beaks, and claws. A lion has sharp, pointed teeth perfect for tearing apart meat. A beaver has chisel-like front teeth that can chop down trees. Hawks have sharp, curved beaks for ripping prey, while parrots have thick, strong beaks for cracking nuts. And don't forget claws. Eagles use them to grab fish. Cats use them to climb trees and defend themselves. These structures help animals get food and survive. Animals use this next structure for a variety of reasons. It's their fur. A polar bear's thick fur keeps it warm in below freezing temperatures. And the white color is perfect camouflage for sneaking up on seals across the ice. An Arctic fox actually changes its fur color with the seasons. Brown in summer to blend with rocks and dirt, then white in winter to hide in the snow while hunting. Zebras have bold black and white stripes that might seem like they'd make them stand out, but it's actually brilliant camouflage. When zebras run together in a herd, those stripes create a confusing blur of motion that makes it hard for lions to pick out one single zebra to chase. Pause the video now and identify which structure completes which function. Now let's look inside at the internal structures that you can't see from the outside. We will start with the brain. The brain is the control center. It sends directions to all the other internal structures. When a squirrel sees a hawk overhead, its brain instantly tells its legs to run and find cover. When an octopus senses a threat, its brain tells its body to change colors and shoot ink as a distraction, all in less than a second. The brain controls all behavior and keeps all the organs working together. The heart is an organ that pumps blood throughout the body, and it never stops working. It pumps blood to every cell in an animal's body, delivering oxygen and nutrients. A hummingbird's heart beats 1,200 times per minute. That's 20 times per second. A blue whale's heart is the size of a small car, and it beats much slower. Your heart beats about 100,000 times every single day. Every animal needs oxygen to survive, and lungs are the structures that make it happen. They pull oxygen from the air into the blood and push out carbon dioxide. Land animals like dogs, cats, elephants, and birds all have lungs. Even dolphins and whales have lungs. That's why they have to come to the surface to breathe. When a cheetah sprints at top speed or a deer runs from a predator, their lungs work overtime, pumping oxygen to their muscles. And finally, we have the stomach. This structure breaks down food into tiny particles the body can use for energy and growth. A cow has 4 stomachs to break down all that tough grass. A snake's stomach can stretch to swallow prey bigger than its own head. Whether it's a tiny mouse or a massive whale, every animal needs a stomach to turn its food into fuel. Now you are ready to complete the last section of your guided notes. After that, you can review your answers, try the challenge page, do some coloring, or maybe talk about the ideas using the discussion slides. Thanks for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe to help other educators find this content.